Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Study with Soumya. I hope you all are well and preparing good for your upcoming programming test. So all the best for this guys. Make sure to subscribe this channel if you are new to this channel and do like this video. Do share this video with your friends. It is going to be really helpful for all of you, those who are having programming test in upcoming days. Right, so make sure to watch the complete video. In this video, I'm going to discuss what topics are important to prepare for your programming test, right, and what topics you should master, you should prepare and revise for upcoming tests. So do watch the complete video, do like this video, do subscribe the channel, and most important guys, so we are being a community. I have decided to make a community for all the coders, for all the students who are preparing for their placement. So that's why the link for my Telegram channel is given in the description itself. Join the Telegram, be a part of our community, and this time placement फोड़ेंगे. Let's start with the video now. So guys, after proper analysis of all the questions that are being asked previously in TCS, right, in the October exam as well, we came to know that the topic which are very important and you should revise before sitting there for the TCS NQT programming test. So first of all, array. The most basic data structure is array, and all the operations that we do on array, you should be aware of that, right? That is insertion, deletion and all, because generally in MCQs and all, they do ask questions from this part, that is array, right? So make sure that you are clear with all the functionality of array, how to calculate the address when base address and other things are given. So you should be clear about this, right? Other functionalities, that arrays is static in nature. Array follows continuous memory allocation. What sort of memory allocation? Continuous memory allocation, right? And the time complexity for accessing any element in array is big O of 1. For searching any element is big O of n, and mainly it generally depends on the algorithm basically that you are using. I'm just telling. For insertion, and for insertion also it takes a big O of n, generally in the worst case, right? So be aware of all these small concepts. Next come the other important data structure, that is stack. So you should be aware of that, on which concept stack is working on, that is LIFO, last in first out, right? The operations that we do on stack, that is push, pop, yeah, even they can ask that which data structure is used for infix to postfix conversion, infix to postfix, or infix to prefix and all. So we all know that stack help in this, right? So they can even ask which data structure help in for doing operation, undo operation. So stack help in that, right? So be aware of all these small functionality. Also in stack, you can access, remove, delete, all things you can do just from top itself, from one end itself, right? Just be aware of this as well. Queue, next comes queue. So queue is based on FIFO concept, that is first in first out, generally the way that queue works, right? So this is the thing. Now what operations we can do on queue? NQ and DQ. This is insertion we can do, deletion we can do. This is the operation that we can do in Q and DQ. Insertion and deletion, right? Generally they don't ask various questions from queue, right? Mainly they will ask you from stack. They can ask you postfix to prefix conversion. So be aware of that how to convert postfix to prefix, or suppose they can ask you infix to postfix conversion, right? So make sure to revise these questions. They are mostly asked, mainly about many times they have been asked, right? From Q they won't ask you many questions, but I would suggest to go through the basic concept once. Next comes tree. Tree is also a very important topic, very important topic when it comes to TCS technical MCQs, right? So they can ask you questions based on traversal. Suppose in order traversal they will give you, in order they will give you, and pre-order they will give you, and they will ask you about the post order traversal, right? So you should be aware that how to do and how this pre-order work, how the post-order work, how the in-order work. Generally, in the case of numbers, in-order will always give you sorted, or in-order will always be sorted, right? This is the case. Always remember that in case of numbers, in-order will always be sorted. Remember that pre-order follows the, how do we do the traversal thing on for pre-order? So first root node, then left node, then right node. This is the traversal sequence for pre-order traversal. For post, we have first left node, then right node, then root node. This is the sequence for post-order traversal. Next comes basic concepts. Also, you should be aware regarding trees, that what is height, what is depth, how to calculate height if nodes are given, nodes, vertices, and all these things. Just be aware of them. What is a full binary tree? Suppose some nodes are given, that is 15 nodes are given, so they can ask you whether it is a full binary tree, a complete binary tree, or what it is. So these sort of small questions based on the basic concepts they can ask you, right? Suppose some nodes are given and they will ask you what is the height of that tree. So this is the thing. So all the basic, see, they won't ask you very tough questions. That is what I'm saying. From tree, they won't ask you very tough questions, just basic questions. And traversals are very, very important. Every time they do ask questions. So make sure to clear with this traversal thing. Next, they will ask you error-based and output-based questions. So suppose some code will be given to you. It can be in any language. I cannot say that it will be specifically in Java or C only. It can be in any language, but code will be written in such a manner that you will be able to interpret that what actually code is trying to do. So don't worry about this. If you don't know Java, that's not a problem. If you don't know C, C++, that's not a problem. You will be able to understand, right? So they will ask you output based questions. So suppose a code will be given to you and they will ask you that what is the output, just fill in the blank. Or maybe a case that some options are given, then accordingly they will ask that which option is correct. So that is the thing, right? Now for coding, what they will do, if you are worried about that which topics I have to prepare for coding part. So see, coding is always, they won't ask you this stack, queue, array, tree, graphs and all. Array they can ask, not include array, graphs and all for coding part. Hardly coding will be based up to array only. They will ask you on loops, array, a string, that's it. On these concepts only, simple if else conditions. So code will be based on these concepts only. So you don't need to worry, that they can ask you on linked list or something like this. Okay, I forgot to put linked list also here. So make sure that you are aware of basic functionality of linked list as well. They can ask you questions from this in technical MCQs. They won't ask in coding, so don't worry. In coding, they will ask from loops, array, string, if else only. That's it. They can ask you generally, like as we have analyzed, they can ask you questions. They can give you series based questions are mostly asked in TCS. Series based questions. So suppose a series is given to you and then they can ask what is the nth term according to that series. So these sort of questions are mostly expected, right? So make sure to revise all these things before sitting there for your programming test in TCS and QT. All the best, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do subscribe this channel. Do share this channel. Bye bye.